Alright guys, welcome back. Today we're playing the CC cheat sheet. So this is Prairie Dunes L. This is by McTrees. And this is your CC course for the week. We're going to play the green tees, which is your round 1. Pin 1, which is obviously your round 1. You're going to have low or medium winds all week. And then there's probably a round of all defaults, which we're going to do. And you're going to have either moderate or slow green speeds, guys. So we'll play the moderates. And we'll get after it. It's firm, and then moderate green speeds. So let's see what we can do here. Let's see if we can find you any shortcuts, any good stuff. You guys have been crushing this series, so I really appreciate it, guys. If you don't mind, give it a like, comment, let me know what you want to hear about during these videos, or if you just like me, working our way around the course, that's fine too. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe. I really appreciate it. It's completely free for you. It helps me a lot. And yeah, the more likes, the more likely I am to do this again. What is this clip you just posted, Kurtzky? All right. I wonder if you could play this over here. No, that's all OB. Don't do that, everybody. All right, first tee shot is underway. I think I recognize this course, actually. Nice. I think they might have played this on Platt under, like, way worse conditions a long time ago. Is this the real CC course? Did I get this right? All right. 127. It's actually 135, so we have options. We can use this 127 club, land it a little short on this downslope. It will feed us right to the hole, or we could loft this 143 up. We do have a nice backstop here, so you can miss a little left. It's really bold. You can almost miss anywhere in this whole area, and you're going to be okay. The best putt, though, is probably about right here. I don't know if I'd really send it for that, but I figured that was it. Your favorite clip of all time. We're going to loft the 143 for the sake of doing it. So we're going to take a couple yards off. We're going to aim left of the pin for our push. And we're going to hit it fast and miss the slope. So I wouldn't advise doing that. Oh, just kidding. Watch it go in. Yep, miss left and you're good, guys. There you go. Okay, this is CC for, yeah, this upcoming week, Kurtzky. So we've been doing a CC showcase for YouTube every week. And that's what this is right now. So This seems wild to have this as a CC course. McTrees must hate you guys. I think these greens are kind of tricky, so you guys are going to have a tough week here. But 178, up 7. The wind is not hurting us. You're better missing. I mean, you don't really want to miss anywhere in here. It's a tough up and down. If you're up here, you're screwed completely. It's a really tricky shot, guys. A par here would be pretty good. We're going to loft this just a little bit. Try to just make sure it's on the green up here somewhere. Right of the pin, hopefully.
Oh, effortlessly done. Nice.
So better swing this time. We are right of the pin. Should come back down. On moderates, they won't go anywhere. It's a pretty good shot. Leaves you a pretty good putt for birdie. If you can just take your par here and get out of here, I think that's probably a good score for this. And it's a good putt. All right. 2 for 2. That was a good shot there. The first hole, we didn't really deserve it, but down 38. You have options. I mean, you could easily hit a 3-wood here. You're still going to have... I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to play a 3-wood in. It's going to give you a pitch shot. That's a horrendous swing. But we get away with it.
I'll accept that.
I'm sure most of you will too. It's actually not... Yeah, this is actually fine. So 100 yards, up 11. We're going to lose that 3 yards, almost 4. This is landing like 96 on an upslope. I'm just going to put most of the spin on this and just kind of hit it. I think this will be perfect if I hit a good tempo. We do hit a good tempo. It's a little long. I hit it 102%, but it should come back down this hill.
There we go.
Unfortunately, the greens are just a little too slow. Not the best look for birdie, but it is 9 feet, so I won't cry about it. 134 green speeds. This is going to turn left and then back right at the end.
This putt's tracking.
And there we go. It's another birdie. So ideally, guys, you end up below the hole there with an uphill putt, but if you got to take a downhill putt there, that's fine. Just make sure you're on the green. This one, you get a nice backstop. Again, they're probably not going to play because the greens are kind of slow. But up 19 feet, this 166 club should land like 159. And I actually think this will bounce up there a little bit. I'm going to de-loft it a little bit, and then I'm just going to hit it. .101, just fast. It's going to be on the right side of the hole, and that's fine. Let's see if it does use this slope. It's a red slope, so there's a chance it does. No, there's a chance it just sits there. Another tricky putt, guys. I think you're going to have a lot of tough putts on this course. So you can hit decent shots and not get good results here. Down 3 inches, you definitely don't want to blow this by. Even on 134s, you just got to be careful with it. Hit a putt and hope you get lucky if you're up here, which we do not. It's going to be our first par of the day.
Nicely done.
I just can't believe McTree's scheduled this course for CC. That just seems crazy. He must hate somebody in CC. No wind, though, or low wind anyway. Par 4, it's 525, though. You definitely want to be in the fairway here as I roll one into the light rough. You're going to want to hit a little further up that hill, I guess. At least it's just light rough, though. 198. I think this comes up a little short. We're going to lose 5 on the elevation. But I don't want to be long. I'm going to hit this and risk being short because long here is a lot worse. So that's my thought process. And it's going to be long. I hit it fast, so we gained a little bit of yardage. And this is not the miss I was looking for, but we should be okay getting up and down from here.
This is your third shot.
Could have been a lot worse. Let's see if we can get a chip in here. So the lie's going to push our ball to the left. Our push pushes it to the right. I think the lie plays a little bit more, so we're going to play this right edge of the hole. Or maybe just outside, because I think it actually lands on that right to left slope as well. I didn't hit it. So I was thinking that was going to land a couple more, maybe another yard forward, bounce, and then roll at the hole. But when you miss your power, it doesn't matter. Clean up your par and you move on to the next one. This might not be a round that even I score 15 under on. This course is tough. I have played this course before. All right, down 28. Nice driver out there. Is perfectly fine.
Good job.
Leaves you just short of the bunker. This is a hole you're going to want to score on. I know the pin is a little bit tricky. It's up 10, so we're losing 3. So I'm going to pull this to 50. Go to about 55. And then I'm going to hit this. A little long. It's going to give us a downhill putt, but I'm okay with it. Anywhere up on this tier is fine. It's a pretty straight putt. Actually going to look at it. Sometimes these lines will do funny things on you. This one looks like it's pretty true, though. Yep, it's dead straight. If you end up there, you can trust it. 4 under through 6 would be a great start, guys. First par 5 of the day. It's only 5:35. Make sure you're in the fairway. 102. Little draw on it. Goes out there 330. Gives us a nice flat lie.
205 to the pin from here.
And this, we can just loft a little maybe and just a tiny bit of spin. Anywhere up there gives us a nice eagle chance. It's a good swing. It's going to be a little long, I think. It's a little longer than I wanted, honestly.
And turns
Let's
out
come back.
she's
Yeah,
gonna
see,
stay
these
in
slopes
this
are just not going to help you. Like, normally on anything else but 130s, anything faster, like, that goes right back down this hill. But the 130s, they just don't help you. It's down a foot. You got to be careful. You got to take a lot off of this, even on 130s. I'm going to take quite a bit off. If you make it, it's just a bonus, guys. Don't get too aggressive looking for eagle here from up here.
Yes.
If you drop one in, it drop one in. All right, so we take the eagle, 6 under. That's a really good downhill putt, but you saw how much I had to take off of that. So just, if you're up there, be super cautious, guys. With this, I'm actually gonna lay up here because I've hit in between these two bumps before, and it's just,
From the tee here.
it's really not great.
Okay.
I'd rather be on this side of it.
85 or so to the pin from here.
It's a tricky back pin. I'd say you don't want to miss back here, but the greens are slow enough you might get away with it. I'd try my best not to miss behind the hole. There's a nice upslope here. This should hit it. This should bounce up there a little bit because they're firm. And then slow down. Okay, really nice play. Bounces up there, gives us a look for birdie. You're not going to make all these putts, guys. If you have 18, 10-foot putts on this course, you're going to miss a few of them. That's just the way it is.
Looking good.
But
Well,
we're going to try to make them all today and see what we do. 7 under through 8 is a really good start here.
teeing it up on a par 4.
This is going to be a tricky week.
Oh, you hit that one well.
Again, we're just trying to find fairways.
We've got
Kind of
about
bounces up
130
there.
yards to go here.
Leaves us a number. We don't want to be short, obviously. I'm going to opt to de-loft this one because I don't want to take off 10 yards off of this. So I'd rather de-loft this. We have a backstop. This should be plenty of de-loft. And try to sit this behind the hole, even though it's going to be on a downslope. Yeah, that's perfect.
I like it. I like what you did there.
Just behind the hole.
That-
Just enough de-loft to get it up there over that hill, and it's 8 under. It's a really good front nine, guys.
Par is your score currently. 10th hole coming up.
All right, 178. Ideally here, we land in here on the front of the green, and it takes a good hard hop, and then it kind of just trickles out because it's slow. So we're going to loft this up a little bit, try to land the front of the green somewhere, and see what happens. It's a little too fast. It's going to gain too much yardage, I think. It's going to be on the green. It's actually, depending on which way it rolls, it won't be too bad either.
Well done.
It's actually really good.
Green and regulation.
We get away with a fast. If we had hit it really good, it would have been,
Number 7.
I mean, right on the pin. But we'll take that.
Okay,
Like I said, they'll
9
land on the front of the green, and good things will happen on that hole.
We've got a par 4 on this one.
Par 4, the wind's spinning, but it's basically 1 mile an hour, so doesn't quite matter. It's a little slow, but it feeds back to the middle. Gets a really nice kick.
Shot here on the
340. All right, on this one, depending on where you think you're going to land, if you're landing on this downslope, you're going to want backspin on it. Yeah, I think no matter what you do, you're going to kind of want backspin on it. Unless you plan on landing it here, killing it into the hill, and then letting it trickle up and over. You're going to want a little spin. So I'm going to actually play this for the top of the hill and just see what happens. Try to land it up on the top. It's a little short, but it should get up and over this with the firms. Kind of rolls away. We missed our mark. We wanted to aim that a little bit more to the right. But this still leaves you a pretty good putt if you're over here. It's much better than missing to the right. Because if you miss to the right, you're going to end up over here with a chip. The chip's not bad either, by the way. But obviously, if you can get a putt, that's ideal.
Let's head towards the hole.
And we drain the putt.
And it
It's another good putt. It's 10 under through 11.
And here we have a lovely par 4 ahead of us.
All right. Down 32 feet. I'm going to de-loft this just a little bit. I'll put one in the middle of the fairway. I'm going to hope we're around 50 yards, but I think we're closer. Oh, no, it's 50 on the money.
Shot here on the 12th.
All right, so one thing you can do with the pitch shot, first you got to find what your numbers are. This flies 48 yards in the air. Fully lofted. 48 yards is somewhere in here. They're firm, and this is going to stop fast. If I hit this with good tempo, this should be really good. It's a little slow, so we lost a couple yards. But it's a pretty good shot nonetheless.
Oh, this is for birdie. Looking pretty good.
Breaks right, breaks left, right into the middle. It's 11 under. It's another good shot.
Currently. And let's see what happens here on the 13th.
All right, this one, a little backspin. You're going to want to make sure you clear this stuff. So put backspin on it. And then take as much of this corner off as you dare. Make sure you're in the fairway. We always want to be hitting from the fairway on a course like this. With greens like this, it's really important to be in the fairway. 127, we're up 10, so we're losing 3. I'm going to loft this just a couple of yards. And we're going to hit it. It's a really nice looking swing. It's maybe a touch short, but that is just fine. Just fine.
All right, setting up 6 feet from the cup.
Uphill putt, not much break to it. We left ourselves in a good spot, and it's an easy birdie.
Here we go, par 4 ahead of you.
All right, now we have choices. We can try to get really close with a driver, bounce it in the light rough, and leave it in the fairway. And leave ourselves a chip chance for eagle potentially. Or you could just play a 3-wood. This will reach the fairway, and you're going to have like a pitch shot in. I think for me, I want to get as close as we can. I don't think we can get this there in the low winds, but I think we can maybe put it in the bunker. We took off a little more than we could chew there. We misplayed it, and now we are in a spot where I don't love my chances at making birdie. 90%. We're going to lose like 7, so this lands like, I don't know, this might land like 59. This might land like right on the edge. It's all uphill. I think I might just de-loft this a little bit and then spin it. Hope we clear this lip. If we don't clear the lip, that's okay. We just chip, you know, we get out of the bunker and we call it a day for par. But we want to try to make our birdie here, so we're going to try to get it up there. We hit it really fast, which is fine. It got us a little extra yardage. And the D-loft helped there a little bit too. But downhill 4 inches. Don't love our putt. But again, you just take a little off. If you make it, you make it. If you don't, you move on. That's really all that. Just don't blow it off the front of the green, because you can definitely do that here.
The putt appears to be online.
Turn back a little bit. Ooh, not quite.
I believe this is for your par.
Our stretch of good putting comes to an end. It's 12 under through 14 though. I'd be thrilled with that, guys, if I was you guys. 198 up 6. The wind doesn't really play. This should land in here somewhere. I think I like this just stock. We'll see what happens when it lands. I hit it a little slow.
This one's coming into the green.
It's a little long as well. I could have lofted that just a bit. Takes a big hop on the firms. It gives us a putt though. That's all we can ask for.
26 feet to the
tricky
cup.
hole. Could have lofted that a little bit. I probably should have lofted that a little bit. See if we can make a longer putt though. 26 feet.
Oh, it could be.
It's breaking in there, and there it is.
In it goes.
All right.
Wonderful.
The putting is making us look good. It's 13 under. One more par 5 left. Again, we're just... The only thing I can really say about this course is you want to be in the fairway. He does give you opportunities at the fairway on every hole. They're pretty wide. There's a lot of light rough
This is
around.
about 120 yards or so from the
But
pin.
to get the spin required on some of these shots, or to, especially on these firms, you got to be in the short stuff. 127 up 6. We're gonna lose 2. We're gonna lose a couple more on this up slope. I think we hit the stock, and if I'm a little behind the hole, it's okay. It's a good strike.
Ooh, looking good, looking good.
And this will be perfect. Distance-wise, it's just where I wanted it.
There, that's a great approach. Ooh,
Nice
that's
firm
great
putt
for
on
the
those short ones.
second
Pick a line and
in
hit
a
it
row.
nice and firm. 14 under.
14
Try
under,
to steal
half
one
a
more
double.
eagle here. Forget what this hole looks like.
Hole
527.
ready to go.
It's a smaller fairway, and it's also mounded, so it's subtle, but like if you land over here, you're going to kick into the rough, no doubt. If you land too far this way, you have a chance because of the angle we're in at, but... And then you want to get one out there, 527, so we have a chance to get there in 2. So 103, this lands just in the center of this hill, so it stays in the fairway, 347, and now we have a chance. So we have a nice little backstop. It's, again, we're not going to be able to use this backstop, but it will prevent us from getting up to the next tier. So we don't have to worry too much about putting a ton of spin on this. You just want to make sure you're obviously above this, ideally. So you're up 15. This lands 183. We have to loft this just a little bit. I'm not going to overloft this, though. We're going to just loft a couple yards, play it a little long, and hopefully we use that backstop.
Well, I think this one's found the dance floor.
I don't know if it's going to use the backstop, but it's going to be up on this tier. Perfect.
Okay.
So anywhere up here gives yourself a chance for eagle, guys. So
Here.
all you want here is an eagle putt. You're probably, no matter what, you're not going to have a great eagle putt unless you somehow leave it like right here somewhere, which is a really difficult shot. So 1 inch down, take your chance for eagle, then clean up the birdie. These par 5s on this course are really vital you score on. Because there's going to be a few holes you really struggle with. We're a little low, unfortunately. But it's a 1 inch birdie tap in. It's 15 under.
Let's see how you do here on the 18th.
It's not a bad round. It's a little slow. This could be dangerous depending on the kick. Gets a favorable bounce. I was a little further to the right than I was looking for.
100 yards out.
Leaves us a tough lie. This is going to break to our left pretty heavily. Again, we're just looking to get in this bowl if we can. It's 100 yards up 6. I think I can full spin this. The lie is going to take a couple yards off of this. I think this lands around the number. Probably like 96 yards or so. And then the spin shouldn't spin it back, but it should stop it dead straight. So the little bit of slow costs us a yard or 2. Lands 96. The distance was really good.
Nicely judged. 7-footer here. And today you
Tap it in.
cap your round
That's
off with
a really good round. This course, guys, I wouldn't get frustrated if you hit some bad shots. This is going to be a tricky one. It's going to be a really tricky one, guys.
this round. That
Feel
is
free to reach out if you have
16
any
under for you.
questions. And I appreciate everybody
That is
watching.
all she wrote
Drop a
for
like for the
me.
video, and we'll see you
Enjoyable
tomorrow for
time.
another one.